what just showed up at the Fox shop. This is a brand new 2018 Ford F150. It's the XLT model. Has a 3.5 liter EcoBoost. Here's a shot of the window sticker if you want the details on it. I haven't even really read through any of this yet. It literally just arrived. They just brought this out here to me. This is something I've been working on for the past 2 or 3 months. Been in talks with some people at Ford Motor Company. Yes, Ford Motor Company in Dearborn, Michigan. They like what I'm doing on my YouTube channel, and to make it short, they offered to give me a brand new 2018 Ford F150 for a week to use however I want on my channel. So the guy I've been talking to in Michigan contacted a guy in Kansas City, who then contacted a local dealership in Des Moines, and that local dealership is Charles Davis Ford. Be sure to check them out if you are in the market for a new Ford, truck or otherwise. Originally it was set up that I was going to get a truck maybe for 2 or 3 days, do a review on it. Wasn't going to really be able to drive it though. This truck I can drive and use, do whatever I want to do with it for a week. And the whole point of this is just for me to use the truck, tell what I think about it and so forth, and put it up on my channel. They aren't asking for anything more. They haven't directed me on anything to say whatsoever. In fact, they said they're taking a little bit of a chance because I could totally... But I don't think that is going to happen. Haven't driven it yet. I pulled it in the shop and that is it. The guys just dropped it off like literally just a few minutes ago. And here this morning, we are not quite done in the field. We've been putting on anhydrous, and this is going to pull a couple of tanks, empty tanks, out from the field back into town. Gonna see how that works, see how the backup camera works, see if it works for hooking up, say, an anhydrous tank to the hitch. I'm not extremely familiar with these new trucks at all. I haven't driven one of these new trucks. Don't know all of the fancy gizmos and gadgets and everything that they have. Just haven't really been keeping up to date on the new trucks. The old trucks, I know them pretty well. New trucks, not so well. So this is a good opportunity for me to get in one of these trucks, use it for a week. I'm going to tell you what I think about it, good or bad, and I think it's going to be interesting to see what I think of this EcoBoost engine after having it for a week. So like I said, I haven't even been in a new Ford pickup for several years. I don't know all of the new things, all the new technology. I'm going to be discovering all of this, possibly right along with you, and I'm going to show you as I do. And if you're tuning into my channel for the first time, that's my 1994. I bought that truck new back in 1994, owned it ever since. It has never let me down. So if that tells you anything about Ford trucks, but she did get a little rusty over the years and I fixed it up, 3 or 4 years ago. That red truck up there is a 95 I just recently picked up and think I'm going to be doing the same thing to that. So it really had a lot more to do with the older trucks, the OBS trucks, old body style trucks, but not so much with these newer trucks. So over the course of this week, I'm going to give you pretty much a truck vlog on the new 2018 F150, discovering things, telling you what I think about it. And I will tell you what I think about it. Good, bad, indifferent. Things I wish it would have, things I wish it didn't have. I don't know what that would be, but we will see as the week goes along. Right now, I need to find out what's going on out in the field, see if I can go pull a tank or two. We'll probably go over the truck a little more later on. There's going to be several videos coming out this week. Not sure how deep I'm going to get into it in this video. So going out, first little drive here, I gotta say this is a little nicer than what I am used to. You know, when I bought my 94, that green truck, back in 1994, it's an XLT as well, just like this, but back in 1994, that was top of the line. It does have a 5-speed manual in that truck. Can't even get a manual anymore in an F-150. But other than that, it had pretty much everything you could get. Okay, I'll put my seatbelt on. Right now I'm heading over, I need to put it's a spring-loaded hitch, put that on here and go see if I can find a tank to pull back. So I just put a call into Michigan asking them for sure on this truck if I can tow with it. The thing's only got 30 miles on it, and I don't want to do something I'm not supposed to do, so he's going to contact the local dealership. That was their understanding. I should be getting a call back shortly and hopefully be pulling a tank back to the elevator soon. Right now, I'm just going to take it for a little drive though and get used to it. I gotta say, this is a smooth riding truck, very quiet, and getting up to 60 miles an hour is, that's pretty much effortless. I haven't got on it at all, and I can tell you, this is one quick truck. Just got confirmation I can use this truck as we talked about, so I'm gonna go get the hitch off of my dad's truck, put it on this truck. Gotta go out to the field, get an anhydrous tank. They're empty anhydrous tanks, or mostly empty. Not exactly sure what they weigh empty. I need to find that out. I think about 2,000 or 3,000 pounds, not a whole lot. And then we'll just haul that into the elevator. Truck's all nice and clean right now. I have to drive down a gravel road a little ways. Probably gonna get the tires all dusty. So I got the hitch all set up. Pulled this off my dad's truck. It's a spring-loaded hitch. Makes it so when the tank jerks back and forth, the hitch absorbs a lot of that instead of the truck. And away we go. One thing with this hitch, if you hear it kind of banging around in the back, it's not the truck, it's that hitch I just put on there. Okay, so we're coming into the field. This feels a little rough. It's been disc ripped here on the headland, although there is a spot over here that's not too bad. So we'll go hook up to that far tank over there, if you can see that, and we'll see how it pulls it. So far, I gotta tell you, driving it just down through the field here, extremely smooth. Put it in four-wheel drive going over this little rough spot here. You got to go pretty slow. It's not really too hard on things, but it's a little rough. I gotta tell you, it glides across that effortlessly. Not a problem at all. And I do know in the 3/4 ton Chevy I've been driving, granted it's almost 10 years old, but going across that disc gripping is very rough. It is a 3/4 ton, but that's really, really rough. So now we'll back up to the tongue on that anhydrous tank using the backup camera, and this is going to work pretty slick. Trying to hold the camera steady as I go over these little ridges here. And I missed because I'm trying to pay attention to camera backing up, everything. And about right there ought to do it. I gotta back up just a smidge. The way that tongue works, you pull that lever and that tongue you can pull it out to hook up. You'll watch it go in when it back up a little bit. Like that. And away we go. Just barely have to give it any gas. Pulls right through, pulls right out of here. You can hear it bang around back there a little bit. That's the hitch, nothing really because of the truck. Well, just pulling this tank out of the field, I honestly have to say it did it better than the 3/4 ton Chevy with an 8-liter did that I've been driving the past couple of days. And that's not just because I'm driving a new Ford pickup. I'm giving my honest opinion. It was effortless pulling it out of there, especially going across that disc ripping. That was really nice compared to what I've been used to. Going down the gravel road here, I'm not going very fast. I'm only going about 20, well, I guess digital right there, 24 miles an hour. And it's pulling it just fine, no problems at all. Doesn't weigh a whole lot. I don't know what these tanks weigh empty. I'm gonna go into the elevator after I weigh it, and I'll let you know what it weighs. Probably only a couple thousand pounds. We'll get on the pavement out here. We'll see how it does just accelerating. Well, you can tell there's a little bit of weight back there. These tanks don't pull real good, but it handles it very well. You certainly wouldn't believe that it's a 3.5 liter engine under the hood of this truck. Well, I've been towing this tank for a few miles, maybe 3 or 4 miles, and I have to tell you, it pulls it every bit as good as that 3/4 ton Chevy with an 8-liter engine in it that I've been driving. If anything, it might actually pull it better. This truck does have a lot of power, but it is a half-ton, so pulling these tanks might actually be a little bit better if you had a 3/4 ton, especially a full tank. They can get to yanking you back and forth pretty good, but just towing this down the road back to the elevator, this is nothing for this truck. So we're gonna pull this tank in here to the elevator. Gotta go across the scales, need to get weighed back, and I'll run inside and see how much this tank weighed. Well, I just ran inside and I asked him. That tank weighed 4,520 pounds. So a little heavier than I thought, and this truck pulls it almost like there's nothing back there. If it wasn't for the tank jerking back and forth a little bit every once in a while, it feels like there's a little something back there, but not much. Well, I dropped that tank off. I'm gonna go back out and get another one. Have to say, I was pretty impressed with how it pulled that. Actually weighed a lot more than I thought it did, 4,520 pounds. Got this van in front of me. He's only going 50 miles an hour. Let's do a little passing test, if I can. Nope. She'll get up and boogie. I'll have to say, just driving the truck down the road, power is just there. Whenever you need it, it's there. Shifting through the gears, it's got the new 10-speed transmission in it, and shifting through the gears is flawless. It's really nice. Also, I thought I would hear a little turbo whine in it, and you just don't. At least this guy doesn't. It's just real nice and quiet, and just it gets up and goes. When you need it to go, it goes. I have a feeling when this week is over, I'm going to have a whole different outlook on this EcoBoost engine. Well, I got here a little early, I guess. Gotta wait for that tank to get empty, and then I'll haul it back in. Overall, really impressed with just how the truck drives. I'm gonna go over all the features and everything that's on the truck. Not sure if I'm gonna do that in this video or not. Got that black line going right down the middle of it, but I'm not sure how accurate that is with a hitch. It sticks out that far. going in kind of at an angle here. We'll see how it works. A little rough. Whoops. Yeah, it throws you off just a little bit. If you try to go right by that black line, it's not quite, I don't know, that might work. Not a problem. Well, she's a little dirtier now than she was when I got her this morning. The gravel road I was on, that's a white rock, dusty gravel road. It'll wash off. So far, initial first impression though, I am very impressed with this truck. And the biggest thing to me, right, just initially here, the biggest thing is power. This truck has a lot of power. Driving it, you would never guess that there's a 6-cylinder under the hood of this truck. And like I think I said earlier, it's just got power when you need it, where you need it. And I believe I'm gonna have a whole new view of that EcoBoost engine. I'm impressed. Now granted, I've only driven it a short time. I've only had it for a few hours now, well, about 6. And I will be going over this much more in depth in the upcoming days on everything. Today I really just wanted to introduce you to the truck, and I wanted to tow something. I knew that we were going to get done with anhydrous, and I really wanted to pull an anhydrous tank out of the field uptown. We weren't pulling any full ones, but 4,500 pounds out of the field, no problem. So like I just said, I will be getting into this truck a whole lot deeper in the upcoming days. Usually on my channel, this is the vintage of F150 that I'm doing things with. But now for the next week, a brand new 2018. So I hope you like what you're seeing here. It's a little change of pace from what I normally do, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to do this. And if you're in the market for a new 2018 F150, you'll get my opinion on it. Gonna be doing a whole lot more with it over the next week. Should be some good content. So that's it for this video. Give this a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already. Come back for more of the 2018, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.